What is good, everybody? We are going to be doing something a little bit different. Was thinking over the weekend and an idea popped up in my brain. I said, let's do it. Why not? And again, I see other people doing this stuff like on social media. They'll be doing like a 30-day challenge of trying to make somebody profitable. Again, I think TGR is doing something like that right now. And also, you got other big influencers who will try and get somebody in, make them profitable, film the whole process, and doing that stuff. I want to switch it up a little bit different. I want to switch it up to someone who's in the break-even phase, which is me personally right now. And again, I know how to trade. I've been trading for a long time. You guys know this by now. But again, I kind of came up with the idea of creating a project where I can film myself for 30 days, which I film myself regardless. That's why I'm up to do this challenge. But again, I'm stuck at that break-even phase, especially on these PA accounts. And I want to show the process of somebody who's in that right now and see what happens when I test the system, go through a strict system with risk to reward, managing my trades, doing all kinds of stuff. And just overall filming the whole process and sticking to that for 30 days straight and see how much better I do with my accounts over time. Because I went back, I back tested my data, and I back tested my data many times. And when I let my trades fully play out and do the right things and don't take partials at certain areas before the risk to reward gets messed up and everything like that, my edge plays out pretty well. But again, it's totally different. It's easier said than done doing it in the live markets every day, showing up and doing that every single day. So again, I feel like this will help keep me accountable and also be able to give you guys a little bit of hope or something like that, or see somebody else going through it in this stage. Because again, everybody's showing the process after they become successful, if they have in trading. And I just want to show the real truth and the real transparency of everything and be an example of somebody who's in that position, who's at a break-even stage, who's been trading for a long time, 6 years, been trading the futures market for 3 years now. And it's just like, again, I'm at that break-even stage where it's like, again, I make money, then it's back to break-even, I make money, and I've held some of these PA accounts for more than like 90 trading days, and it's like you almost get to that payout, then you get back down and draw down. You almost get to that payout, you get back and draw down, and it's a pain in the ass, okay? And I don't think it's my trading. I don't think it's anything with technical analysis or anything like that. I think it's my psychology, my risk to reward, letting my trades play out when they're supposed to, managing my trades correctly when instead of just freaking focusing on the P&L and stuff like that. There's many other things that I think I need to fix, and showing this example is going to help me become a better trader and also help you guys and girls become a better trader, of seeing somebody who's in the position, who's at a break-even stage, and is showing the process of becoming that consistently profitable trader in the future when we do get there in the future, okay? I truly believe we will. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of getting better every single day. I believe in it. I know it's going to happen. It's already spoken into existence. It's just we got to keep putting in the work and doing the right things and becoming that person we dream of being, right? And by doing that, you got to fail. You got to learn from your mistakes. And you got to keep moving forward. Trading is not easy. You're not going to become profitable in 6 months. I don't care who you are, what people say. A lot of fake gurus out there who aren't even profitable. And again, I want to be a type of person to show the real reality of my journey and the process of trying to get past that last little hump to become that person I want to be, of consistently taking money out of the markets, out of prop firms, and doing the right things. And again, I just want to show the truth of that. So if you want to judge it or not, say I'm a bad trader, this or that, I really don't care. I'm not doing this to impress anybody. I'm doing this for myself to keep evolving as a trader. And I feel like this would be a good example for someone to just watch, because again, everybody shows the success after, right? They never show how they get to that success. And this is a perfect example for me to do that, because I'm still stuck in this break-even phase. And I want to go through a whole 30-day challenge to see, hey, can we stick to our rules? Can we stick to our system? Can we stick to our risk to reward? Can we set our trades and let them play out? Can we stick to walking away when we're supposed to? Like, I know I can be a disciplined trader, and I've proven that over time, especially over the last 7 to 8 months on my PA accounts, and I've posted my whole live sessions every single time. But again, have we gotten those payouts yet? Those big payouts? No, right? So it's a pain in the ass. And I want to just get that process on social media for you guys and girls, especially for future references. And again, when we get to that spot, and we just keep moving forward. So again, I created a Google Doc called the 30-day break-even cycle. This is going to be called the Break-Even Project. I wrote down everything. I got all the information I'm going to be doing in this series. If you guys and girls want to follow it, you really probably shouldn't, because this is not financial advice. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it one more time. This is not financial advice. I'm not doing this to prove something, nothing. This is for my experience, and again, just documenting my journey to help other people out there and show them the truth of my journey, okay? So again, we're going to show this Google Doc real quick. I'll minimize my face a little so we can get out of the way. And I just want to go over what the 30-day break-even cycle is going to go over, okay? So it's going to be called the Break-Even Project. What actually happens when a disciplined trader commits to a strict execution for 30 days straight, okay? Coming into March. This is not going to be something where you're going to be getting signals off of me. You're not going to be able to anyway, because I'm not trading live in front of people anymore on Kick or on YouTube. It's only in front of the people who are in the Discord. Discord is closed right now, okay? I want it to be a private Discord right now. I'm not charging I'm not charging anyone for anything. I just like my Discord being private right now. We'll probably open it back up in the future, but again, I need to get past this last little hump before I do that. No hype, no cherry picking trades, and no flexing payouts, right? I hate when people flex payouts, right? Especially when people are just freaking rushing the process, going balls to the wall, and then they get a payout and then they can't get another one. They can't hold an account over more than a month, right? I don't like that. It's not here to flex payouts, nothing. I just want to show the process of us getting there, and we'll keep doing that. So instead, this is going to be risk discipline, system adherence, emotional control, quantified metrics, and evolved in real time. I don't even know what quantified metrics even means. I had ChatGPT freaking fix what I put together. That is not my language there, okay? So if you know what that means, then you know what that means. Okay, so 2026 rule system, no matter what. This is what I came up with, okay? And I've been following this for a while, but again, I don't know. I had to tweak a couple things. I'm reading this book right now. It's really good. And again, it's just helping me focus on letting your trades run out, focusing on the math, focusing on probability and statistics. And that's what I need to focus on more. So my Apex PA accounts, we currently have 20 PA accounts still. No more than $200, $250 risk per trade. We're going to stick to that. Maximum 2 trades per day, 1 trade per group. I've separated my accounts into 3 groups now. A group of 7, a group of 7, and a group of 6. If I lose 1 trade, I alternate groups. So in one day, I can't take more than two losses on 1 group, correct? So regardless, each day can only take 1 loss per group, but I could take a total of 2 trades if the setup is there, right? Alternate groups after every loss. I'm going to target my 1 to 2 risk to reward trades, okay? And let the trades fully play out. I'm going to set my take profits. I'm going to set my stop loss. I'm going to set my break even level. And I'm going to try my best to not touch anything and trust who I am as a trader, trust my draws and liquidity, and trust the overall game plan of the trade on why I take it. Okay, this is going to be a big one. That's going to be difficult for me to follow, but I got to break this habit. And I feel like doing this series will help me do that and help show you guys how, again, my strategy is meant to be built off of 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to rewards. Not taking partials at a less than a 1-to-1 and then letting it run to a 1 to 1.2 or something like that, taking full take profit and think I did good on the day. When I'm risking $200, $250 and I secure $175 to $200 on the trade. That doesn't work in the long term based off of my system, based off of my edge, correct? And this is what I need to fix, in my opinion, to get that edge, to keep growing these accounts over time and not being stuck in such a big drawdown and letting my winners take care of the losses that I take. Because again, the math will play out, the edge will play out in the long term. And again, I'm starting to understand that more. The more experience I get as a trader, the more I'm reading this book. And again, I just got a lot more to do. Okay, we're getting better. But again, I truly think this is going to help. So my 2026 goals, by the end of the year, I don't care what anybody says on how many payouts I get, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I want to build at least 10 of my 20 accounts to $55,000. I want to get all 20 accounts past the $2,500 threshold, ignore outside noise, and stick to the game plan regardless of emotions. This is going to also be a big one. I'm not focusing on getting as many payouts as I can. I'm focusing on getting my accounts in a certain position on where I can start taking minimum payouts, and then we'll build up from there. But again, the main goal is to get those accounts to that spot, and then we'll focus on the payouts after, okay? I want to build these accounts to a certain amount of money, which $55,000 per account by the end of the year is very, very, very possible. But I have to do the right things to get there. So those are overall my 2026 goals. What this series will show, okay? You should be able to see everything here. This series will document my trading journey over the next 30 days as I focus on a strict system, execution, and disciplined risk management. Nothing will be hidden. Here's exactly what I'll be showing throughout the series. Number 1, my full P&L transparency, which I always do anyway. That's why it won't be a problem for me. Daily profits and losses, weekly summaries, overall 30-day performance, and no cherry picking trades, okay? If it's green, it's green. You'll see it. If it's red, you'll see it. If it's break even, you're going to see it. I'm even going to post the sessions, which I usually don't post, where I don't take a trade. Okay, we're going to post that for these series. Trade breakdown metrics, right? For every trading day, I will track and share the number of trades were taken, the wins and losses, the break-even trades, the risk to reward for each setup, okay? That'll be based off of the live sessions you'll see, and I'll post my trade Zella also, okay? Also, whether I followed my system, and we'll have the checklist on the side. I'll go through it. Did I follow my system today, even if I took a loss, even if I took a break even? If I did, I did. That's a win. Boom, we're good. We move on to the next day. Days with no trades. If I do not take a trade, I will post that as well. Like I just said, no forcing setups for content, no over trading to have something to show. And if something doesn't give a valid setup, I'm going to sit out, and it will be documented, okay? Number 4, live sessions posted daily. Every live trading session will be posted on YouTube like I do regardless. There won't be any edited highlights or anything on the videos. You will see the full process, the pre-market bias, execution, mistakes, emotional control, decisions to stop trading, okay? I will also post daily updates and session clips on my Instagram story to keep everything transparent. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is in my bio, okay? The objective of this series, the goal is not to impress anyone. And we've already said that. The goal is to test what happens when I commit to strict risk parameters, fixed risk to reward, controlled number of trades, defined session cutoffs, and zero deviation from a system, correct? I want to document what happens with discipline becomes non-negotiable. This stuff is easier said than done, and this is one of the hardest parts, in my opinion, of trading, is the psychology, the risk management, letting your system play out, letting your edge play out, and trusting in your edge. Overall, long-term commitment to your strategy. That stuff is the hard stuff as a trader. It's easy to learn how to trade. It's easy to learn how to learn a system. But again, the hard part is controlling your emotions, letting your edge play out, all that stuff. And I want to prove that in this series, how that can help my trading and maybe it can help yours. So again, why am I doing this? Most traders only show the highlight reel, okay? Most traders usually only show when they've already made it, right? And we want to see somebody who's not made it, and then we have all the information, all the videos and everything like that until they do make it, and boom, that'll be more motivating in my opinion. And for someone to see someone actually struggling and then years later getting through it and becoming one of the best traders, right? The series will document the stages most traders avoid showing: the break-even phase, the refinement phase, and the process of leveling up. This is the truth of trading, right? Wins, losses, break-even days, no trade days, emotional management, system evolution, pretty much everything. So again, I feel like personally, this is going to be something very good. I'm going to put my face back up here a little bit because we're about to end the video. I feel like this is going to be something very good for people who are overall just stuck in that phase, that long, slow grind that nobody talks about or can talk about. Because again, you don't know when you're going to become that profitable trader, consistently profitable. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 payouts. I'm talking about consistently profitable over a long period of time, making money every single month out of the market, doing that stuff. That is the hardest part that most people don't show. And I want to be somebody as an example to show that process and just be honest with it. And again, it's just going to be a little bit of a long-term grind. And I understand that I've been grinding and grinding with trading for a long time now. I've been through a lot. I've been through losing accounts, getting scammed, making a lot of money, losing a lot of money, blowing bunch of Apex accounts, bunch of Top Step accounts, bunch of live accounts, doing all that stuff. But nobody really shows that. And I feel like this would be a perfect example just by seeing what other people are doing on the top of the stage. Go over like a 30-day cycle of just following a system, going over what they think is right for their strategy and their system, and seeing how well it actually ends up doing when they actually stick to a system, actually follow their rules, actually stick to the risk to reward. That will be something that we could see in live. We're going to be posted on social media and see how well it works. And it's also going to keep me accountable to do these things. Even regardless, I am a very disciplined trader in my opinion. But again, I'm at that phase where I will build my accounts. And then when the losing streak comes, which it always does, it's just back to break even. And then it's rebuild back up. And then it's back to break even. And then it's rebuild back up. And with a trailing drawdown, that is very stressful. And again, the one thing I think I'm doing wrong is letting my trades fully play out, because I've seen so many times where I take profits early because I get so emotional with letting my trades run and my full take profit ends up getting hit. I know some of the trades, it's not going to happen. We're going to stop that at break even. But I really want to see the data on this of actually sticking to something for 30 days, and let's see how our accounts do. Let's see how much quicker they build, and overall just figure out what works, right? And that's what we're doing. We're living, we're learning, we're growing, and we're going to show the process of that on social media until we become that person we want to be in the future. So again, hopefully you enjoy this series. I'm going to get this video up now, and then we're going to start tomorrow. A lot of war stuff is going on too, so it's going to be interesting. Probably going to be a little bit more hands off this week, but again, we're going to trade the same. If our setup's there, it's there. We take it, we do it. And we just keep doing what we're doing, regardless what's happening in the world right now. Again, it's probably a little bit more tricky of a time to trade. But again, I'm not going to blame the markets for that. The markets are going to do what they want to do. It's our job to click that button, and we're the only one managing our trade and doing the right things at the end of the day after that. So again, hopefully you guys and girls enjoy this series. We're going to start tomorrow. I think this is a good idea. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much better we get as a trader. We're going to keep growing. We'll see if it works, if it doesn't, and then we'll keep fixing and keep evolving after that. All right, guys, peace out.